There's been a sudden change of plan today. A friend needs me to go and help them install a fence, and I can't really say no, so I don't know how interesting that's going to be. It's going to take up most of my day, so I guess we'll see how we get on with this vlog. And it's raining as well. Morning, boss.
Hi there.
All right. Change of plan again. Keeps raining, so I'm going to try again next week. Back to the workshop. That customer's name, that was Ed, and over the years whenever my business has like fallen on hard times, Ed's given me work, and so when he rings up and says, I got a job for you, he's not the kind of person you say no to. I feel like I always need to be there for him. But anyway, that plan fell through this morning, so now I'm back to my regularly scheduled viewing. Let's talk about some design stuff, shall we? I have some customers coming by this evening to discuss their designs. That work I was just doing is the final bit of preparation before that meeting. Okay, meeting went well. Looks like everything is moving in the right direction. Let's talk about design time and charging people money for your design time. It's kind of tricky, isn't it? I've easily spent 16 hours so far on that design for those customers, and I haven't charged them for a single penny yet. Generally speaking, people don't want to pay for their design time anymore. I'm sure loads of people are like scrolling through Pinterest, or they see a TikTok IKEA bedroom hack and they think, oh, I'll do that.
Watch me do my first IKEA hack.
Another thing that's really crippled the opportunity to make money from design is free design. Loads of companies offer free designs, assuming that you'll have the work done by them. These companies that offer these free design sessions have kind of set this precedent now where customers, clients, they don't anticipate having to pay for design time. They just assume that it's going to be free, and then they'll pay for the actual physical work that gets done. I think there is still some opportunity to make money with like design and interior design, but it's going to be very difficult. Most big commercial clients these days have their own interior design teams, or they're subcontracted out to big established design companies. General public pretty much not going to be willing to pay for any design time in their home unless they're very rich. So I don't charge for my design time in any kind of traditional sense, because if I say to a customer, all right, I'll design your kitchen for you or whatever the thing is, it's going to take me 2 days to design it at least, and it's going to be £300 a day, which is my day rate. Suddenly you're at £600 just for some drawings, and there's no way the client's going to pay that. So in a way I have to try and kind of trick them into paying it, and so what happens is I've set up my business so that I can take care of everything. I offer the full service, so I can build everything for them, or I will source the tradesmen, the contractors, the products that need to be bought and ordered. I can send designs to the manufacturers, and by doing all of that, I can kind of build those design costs into my overall price. If you want to make any meaningful money out of interior design, you might find that you're going to have to wear two hats, and you're going to have to become not just an interior designer, but a project manager as well. So if a customer comes to me and they want to buy a kitchen, for example, and that kitchen's going to be, say, £14,000, and I do 3 days of design work for them at £300 a day, that's going to get tacked on to the end. So their kitchen cost, when I give them the quote, it's going to be £15,000 for that kitchen, and I recoup that design time, the time that I've spent, the money that I need to have earned, that's regained at the very end of the job. That's been the only way personally that I've been able to figure out how to do it, is that you have to provide full service in order to recapture that design time. This is also kind of true for people who are like tradesmen. If you're doing quoting, if you're quoting for work, it's kind of a similar thing. What you also have to remember is that the big box stores like Wren or Howdens, any of those large kitchen companies, their design time is not really free. They have to pay those staff. I've done the design meetings, I've been into the shops and I've sat down and I've designed a kitchen with people as like an experiment. And you sit there for 2 hours with the person and he goes through and you go through all your measurements, and the guys come to your house and he measures everything with a laser level. None of that is free. It's free to you at that moment, but you're going to pay for it somewhere, and I'm just really doing the exact same thing. But it's an unfortunate precedent that they've set where you have to do your designs initially for free and gamble that your customer might go elsewhere before you've received any money. I'm just conscious that I've been talking directly into the camera for like a few minutes now and it's going to get boring, so let's just goof off for like, I don't know what, I'm just doing the edit, like less than a minute. I'm going to move some footage around and then we'll go back to this design chat after. When I take the Canon camera out and about, I normally have it on this Joby Gorilla Pod, but I find these white rubber sections to be a little bit too conspicuous. You know the setup deal. It's like this situation, right? So I think I'm just gonna... Hey, look at that. That's much better. Stealth mode. I might have to start painting everything black. Damn, I like it. Now nobody's going to see it. There are some things you can do to try and sort of protect yourself a little bit when it comes to your designs. So I never send out any of my designs. I might send out some sketches just so that the customer has some reference to sort of look over and think about, but never anything with measurements or any sort of serious detail in it. If they want those plans, if they say, oh, that would be really helpful if I could have those files, then they have to pay for the files. They don't leave the office. The customer's welcome to come to the office, or I can go to them and we can sit over my laptop and look through it. But if they actually want a copy of the file, then they have to pay for them. The other thing that I do is I only offer so many free iterations. So they might get, I don't know, 3, for example. I'll offer them 3 opportunities to change the design. And after that, then they've got to start paying, because otherwise it can start to go on forever and ever and ever. And they say, oh, can you change this? And can you change that? And can you change this? And you can end up spending so much more time. You could spend weeks doing designs, working with a client, and they say, oh no, I'm going to go with somebody else, or I'm not going to bother at all. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. You know, I just got home and I think I'm realizing now I might be sick. Just, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? How are you supposed to do a video diary if you're sick?